Ousmane Dembele, the best FIFA men's player. For years, Ousmane Dembele was football's biggest question mark. The talent was obvious, the speed was unmatched, the skill was never in doubt, but consistency remained elusive. Injuries interrupted momentum. Form arrived in flashes, then disappeared. For a long time, Dembele was discussed more for potential than impact. That changed during the 2024-2025 season. This time, the performances didn't come in moments. They arrived week after week. Across domestic and European competitions, Dembele delivered his most complete campaign as a professional. Not by forcing the spotlight, but by controlling matches from the wings. Defenders were stretched. Spaces opened. Decisions came faster. His most defining performances arrived on Europe's biggest stage. As Paris Saint-Germain advanced through the Champions League, Dembele became a constant presence in decisive matches. In the semi-final, he delivered a critical goal away from home, a moment that shifted the tie completely. In the final, he played with composure rather than urgency. 2 assists. Relentless movement. A performance built on timing and awareness. Internationally, his influence continued. With France, he produced key contributions in high-pressure situations, including a late equaliser that kept their campaign alive. By the end of the season, the conversation had changed. No longer about talent, no longer about potential. Now it was about influence. FIFA's global voting reflected that shift. Coaches, captains, journalists, and fans recognised a player who no longer promised brilliance, but delivered it. In 2025, Ousmane Dembele was named the best FIFA men's player, not for what he might become, but for what he finally was. Aitana Bonmat, best FIFA women's player. Aitana Bonmat doesn't dominate matches with power. She controls them with intelligence. From the first touch to the final whistle, her influence is quiet, but constant. For several seasons, Bonmat has been the rhythm of her team, the player who decides when to accelerate play and when to slow it down. During the 2024-2025 season, that control reached another level. Whether playing for club or country, Bonmat shaped games through positioning, movement, and awareness. She didn't chase the ball. The game came to her. Even when challenges arrived, her consistency never faded. Midway through the season, she faced physical setbacks that threatened her rhythm. Yet when she returned, her influence remained unchanged. Touches were cleaner, decisions sharper, presence unmistakable. In major tournaments, her impact became impossible to ignore. She dictated tempo in high-pressure matches, linking defense to attack with precision and calm. When moments demanded leadership, she provided it, not with gestures, but with control. Analysts consistently described her as the engine of midfield, the player everything moved through. FIFA's recognition reflected more than numbers. It reflected understanding. An acknowledgement of football intelligence at its highest level. In 2025, Aitana Bonmat was named the best FIFA women's player, not because she played the loudest, but because she made the game make sense. Gianluigi Donnarumma, best FIFA men's goalkeeper. Goalkeepers live in silence. For long stretches, nothing happens. Then suddenly, everything does. In those moments, there is no system to hide behind, no teammate to rely on, only instinct. During the 2024-2025 season, Gianluigi Donnarumma mastered those seconds. When matches slowed, he remained alert. When pressure arrived, he stayed composed. Across domestic and European competitions, his presence brought stability. Defenders trusted him, opponents hesitated. But his defining contributions came when matches stopped being fluid and became decisive. Penalty shootouts, late game pressure, moments where a single movement could change the outcome. In those situations, Donnarumma delivered. Positioning over reaction. Patience over impulse. While outfield players influence matches through movement, he influenced them through stillness. FIFA's recognition reflected the difficulty of his role, a position judged not by what is seen, but by what is prevented. In 2025, Gianluigi Donnarumma was named the best FIFA men's goalkeeper. Because sometimes the most important action in football is the one that never happens. Hannah Hampton, Best FIFA Women's Goalkeeper. Hannah Hampton's journey was never supposed to reach this level. As a child, she was diagnosed with an eye condition that doctors believed would limit her ability to play professional sports. Depth perception, reaction time, vision under pressure, all essential for a goalkeeper, yet she refused to let that define her future. Years later, during the 2024-2025 season, Hampton emerged as one of the most reliable goalkeepers in women's football. Her rise was built quietly, training consistency, decision-making, confidence growing match by match. At the club level, she became a stabilizing presence, calm, vocal, and decisive. But it was on the international stage where her season changed direction. In knockout matches, when games reached penalty shootouts, pressure intensified. And Hampton delivered. Save after save, she remained composed. No celebration, no hesitation, just focus. Those moments didn't happen by chance. They reflected resilience developed long before she reached the world stage. FIFA's recognition went beyond performance alone. It acknowledged perseverance. A goalkeeper who overcame physical doubt to become a decisive figure in the sport's biggest moments. In 2025, Hannah Hampton was named the best FIFA women's goalkeeper, not because her path was easy, but because she never stopped walking it. Luis Enrique, best FIFA men's coach. While many managers build teams around individuals, Luis Enrique builds them around ideas. Ideas about movement, ideas about responsibility, ideas about control. During the 2024-2025 season, those ideas reshaped Paris Saint-Germain. The club had spent years chasing solutions through star power. Enrique chose another path. He reduced dependence on individuals and increased trust in structure. Training sessions focused on spacing. Pressing triggers became automatic. Every player understood where to move, even without the ball. The result was a team that played with clarity. When possession was lost, the response was immediate. When pressure increased, the system held. As the season progressed, PSG no longer relied on moments. They relied on patterns. In Europe, that difference became decisive. Matches that once slipped away were now controlled, not through urgency, but through preparation. What separated Enrique was not tactical complexity. It was discipline. His teams did not improvise under pressure. They executed. FIFA's recognition reflected that transformation. Not simply a coach who won trophies, but one who changed how his team functioned. In 2025, Luis Enrique was named the best FIFA men's coach. Serena Wiegmann, best FIFA women's coach. Pressure reveals leadership, and few coaches manage pressure like Serena Wiegmann. Across international football, her teams are known for one defining trait: calm. When matches tighten, when momentum shifts, when stakes rise, her players do not rush. During the 2024-2025 season, that composure became her greatest strength. Major tournaments leave little room for recovery. One mistake can end an entire campaign. Under Wiegmann's guidance, England approached each match with clarity rather than emotion. FIFA's recognition reflected that leadership. Not a coach who demanded attention, but one who created belief. In 2025, Serena Wiegmann was named the best FIFA women's coach. Because in international football, success is rarely built on brilliance alone, it is built on composure. Santiago Montiel, FIFA Puskas Award. Some goals are forgotten the moment the net stops shaking, others live forever. In 2025, one moment separated itself from every other strike scored that year. It happened in a domestic league match, far from a final, far from global expectation. But football does not ask permission before creating magic. As the ball dropped from the sky, Santiago Montiel had no time to think. No space to adjust, only instinct. With his back to goal, he launched himself into the air. A left-footed overhead strike from distance, the ball rose, then dipped, then disappeared into the corner of the net. Silence followed, before disbelief. What made the goal unforgettable was not just technique, it was audacity. In 2025, Santiago Montiel received that honour. One touch, one decision, one moment, now part of football history. Lisbeth Oval, FIFA Martyr Award. Football is often measured in power, speed, strength, numbers. But sometimes it is measured in imagination. Lisbeth Oval plays the game differently. She doesn't wait for opportunities to appear, she creates them. During a Liga MX Femenil match, a cross arrived slightly behind her run. Most players would stop. Oval didn't. Instead, she adjusted mid-movement, twisting her body and flicking the ball with her heel, sending it looping over the goalkeeper. A finish that defied expectation and explanation. In 2025, FIFA introduced the Martyr Award to recognise moments of brilliance in women's football, and its first winner captured exactly why the award exists. Lisbeth Oval's goal was not rehearsed, not calculated. It was instinct. In that moment, football became art, and art deserves recognition.